This earth of yours will be reduced to a burned-out cinder.
Real wrath of God type stuff.
Biblical. No, not yet.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
I came here to give you these facts.
Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
We're going to live on. Today, we celebrate.
Flabbergasted by the Audacity.
You ready?
Welcome to this week's episode of Flabbergasted by the
Audacity.
We just tried to record the special, didn't go well, so we're doing an impromptu episode. Bear with us. The special is coming.
Yeah, it's coming, but I have a good bit of stuff, so I think today I'm probably going to carry.
Jamal's going to carry. I'm so happy he's doing this.
Today. But welcome back. I'm Jamal.
I'm Patrick.
And today, in this week's news,
Ding dong, the Queen is dead.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down. So the Queen's dead. Mm-hmm. I was shitting on the toilet when I found out, in a room where I had no Wi-Fi, so that was great. Thought my mom was maybe pulling a prank on me. She was not. I was working at a souvenir store. What was funny was, as he died, two people from the UK walked in. I don't think they knew about it, which was kind of funny, but yeah. So the Queen's dead. King Charles is now.
All the memes are hilarious.
The memes are hilarious.
Oh my god, she's dead. Anyways,
yeah,
just him cutting on the throne.
I think what I was very surprised about was how many people actually, at least in our generation, or the younger, like Gen Z and millennials, hate the Queen. Like, I was posting like some of my Discord groups, stuff like that, like, oh, the Queen's dead. Everyone's like, oh, fuck the Queen, she's dead finally. I'm like, okay. Like, I get it. Other people were calling, oh, like, you know, like the British rule and like in African countries. Like, one of my friends who's a fucking real big on, like, if you're not on my side, why aren't you? Like, she's like gonna push and push and push until.
Like, she has to be right.
Exactly, basically, you know? It's like, so I'm like.
Well, because you said that there's a hatred towards her. I thought maybe it might be because like she's rich and powerful and she doesn't do very much.
Yeah, well, I mean, but here's the thing, and this is where I go. Like, listen, I think, you know, there's a lot of bad people in the world. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, who have all this fucking money. They can probably solve hunger like this, and they don't. Okay, they're bad people, but they're still people. People who go to prison. People who are sent to death penalty. Are they not still given a proper funeral? Yes, they are. They're given a casket. They don't throw them into a fucking dirt and call it a day. No, they get a funeral. So I'm going, okay, yeah. Was she the best person on the planet? Maybe she did some fucked up shit. Fine. But she's still a human being.
Did she even though? I don't even know.
From what I've heard, one thing, a major thing I heard was like, oh, now all that money the royal family has, they can spread it around the world. I'm like, no, because King Charles is in charge now. And keep that shit together. So I'm like,
well, not even. It's just the line continues.
Yeah, so I'm going, like, we're not getting any money. Like, I'm not understanding.
Why would we get money?
Well, they're saying, like, they have so much money that they can spread it around the world and solve hunger. And I'm going, okay, no, they're not going to do that.
Is there that much money in the...
There's a lot of money.
Can't be more than Bezos or even
No,
less.
I think Bezos and Musk have a lot, but remember, they have 42 Commonwealth countries under their command, around that number, something like that. I didn't research. But I heard that
never
number.
thought about it, though.
Well, they have a lot of countries, Canada being one of them. Like, they have a lot of countries that are under, like, as much as we have our own government, like, she doesn't do a lot to the law. Like, she just kind of oversees Canada, but we have our own shit, right? Like, we have Trudeau and all that type of stuff. But let's just say, if someone were to threaten the Queen and have a war against the UK, Canada involuntarily would have to be involved. Because we are part of the Commonwealth, you know? So that's the power that she has, I guess. I think personally she was a nice lady. I don't really see why there's so much hate around her.
She seemed fine.
She seemed like an okay woman. King Charles is whatever. I think at 73, it's weird to have a job at that point.
It's just funny to think everyone's always saying, down with the patriarchy. Here you have a monarch.
And
she dies and everyone's like, fuck her.
Yeah, it's like...
it's like, what do you want? What do you want?
I mean, the UK, obviously, a lot of people are very heartbroken. A lot of people are very sad, and I understand that. I think she's a national treasure. I really think, 70 years, man.
Yeah, her and Betty White, they were supposed to be unstoppable, and now they're both dead.
Exactly. I mean,
I think now the world can end.
Yeah, but I think it's just like, I think the fact that she's been around for many generations, she's touched a lot of generations from the 80s to Gen Z. Like, she's gone
the 80s to it's been longer than that.
Well, 60s, whatever. But, but I mean, like, I think what was so crazy about her was that her dad died unexpectedly, and she had to be put in power like that. Like, she wasn't really...
Was she like 26 or something?
Yeah, she was the princess, and her dad died unexpectedly. and it was kind of like, boom, like, you gotta be the queen, you gotta run this shit, and she had to learn on the fly, which I think is fucking impressive.
Yeah, from what it seems, it didn't really go to her head.
No, not at all. So I think she was a very humble woman. She didn't seem like that, like, oh, I'm the queen, I'm all this. And even like when Princess Diana died, like she was very sad. And
but there is that conspiracy theory that she had her killed.
Yeah, there was that. I did hear about that. So I mean, regardless, the queen, she's dead. And I have a question, a little game to play after at the end. But
well, real quick before you finish off with this topic, just for me, there was only ever like one queen, and that consisted of Brian May, Roger Taylor, John Deacon, and of course Farouk Bulsara, otherwise known as Freddie fucking Mercury, and. They've been dead for a long. That's not true. There's I think they're all still alive except for Freddie.
I think honestly, I really wish they would probably do like a death, like a ceremony of her death, and have like singers perform.
Well, they do that for people. We just had.
They did her jubilee, right? Queen came for her jubilee, which was her birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And they had Adam Lambert and the usuals, the guitar player Brian May and all that stuff. But like,
it's just Queen. Why would you?
No, it's called Queen plus Adam Lambert now.
Yeah, but then you put Adam Lambert before that. Like the rest of them.
Sorry.
No.
They matter more.
There's 3, and then there's Adam.
Well, when I was there, I only saw 2. It was only guitar player and the drummer.
The bass player retired.
Yeah.
A little after Freddie died.
Yeah, so.
He's like, I got enough money, I'm good.
Yeah, but so maybe do something nice I think it would be nice if it had like British singers perform.
Because Taylor Hawkins, he passed away like 2 months ago, and they had a big event, and I've seen clips, insane. The amount of talent that they had like come through there.
Yeah,
and Dave Grohl played for like almost 5 hours, like nonstop, maybe a break for like 10 minutes, but that's insane.
Yeah. So.
The performance. By the way, we're gonna touch on it a bit.
Yeah.
Taylor Hawkins' son played drums for a few Foo Fighters songs.
Okay.
The kid is insane on the kit. Like, oh my god.
Okay.
And you're playing like at your dad's funeral party.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
How do you not get overly emotional about that? And the song he was playing was the Hero.
Sad. Yeah. Oh.
There Goes My Hero. That's the chorus. And it's like, oh my god.
I mean, I think he's probably in the moment. I've definitely felt that. I had the unfortunate opportunity to perform the day that my great grandmother passed away, and when I did that show, I didn't really feel anything. It was weird. I felt it after.
Mm-hmm.
Like after Dijon and that,
you kept it professional, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's probably what he did. I think he just kept it. I think him being a part of that band probably taught his son the same way. Like, hey, listen, whatever happens, you still got to be professional on stage. So I think that was probably what his mentality.
And in light of his death, I've heard a lot of great stories about him. But recently, Ozzy Osbourne released an album, and one of the songs is "Degradation Rules."
Oh,
it's a song about masturbating.
Oh, great.
I didn't know until I read the lyrics, and then someone said it on Facebook. And apparently Taylor Hawkins gave Ozzy the idea.
That's funny.
I was like, how does that even come? Hey, Ozzy, you know what you should do? It's a song about masturbating.
That's funny.
I guess a joke.
Part of the joke, I was like, fuck it, I'm
He just walks away like he wouldn't do that.
It's like, say less. And then fucking wrote it.
It's a good song, though.
Yeah, okay.
The riffs are heavy, though.
Okay.
Oh, so good.
A bit closer to home, the Quebec elections are in full swing. Recently, the Quebec had a debate. A couple of interesting facts. So, fact number 1, there is no English debate. Not on the fact that because, French, whatever, there wasn't going to be enough people. Because Legault wasn't going to go, which is the CAQ leader. The Parti Québécois were not going to be there, and so was the Quebec Solitaire. Therefore, it would have been Liberals, Conservatives, and the Green Party, and I believe the Canada Party of Quebec. So 4 parties. So the 3 major parties, well, Quebec Solitaire and PQ are no longer major, were not going to be there. Therefore, they just kind of canceled it, which is really funny. Regardless, Legault has been making mistakes left, right, and center. I don't know if he's nervous or he's just a fucking retard. But the guy he has a clear lead. I'm pretty sure even with all his mistakes, he's going to do fine. But he's making so many fucking bonehead fucking plays. It's insane. He legit said on fucking live television, he said, immigrants, they scare Quebecers. They're scary and we should not have them. They do not help us in any way. And I'm like, my man, we are built off immigrants. He had to come back 2 hours later.
Can I just address this immigrant thing? Okay. So it's a double-edged sword because on one hand they grow the economy,
yes,
and everything like naturally,
yeah,
but on the other, they create gaps in society because you don't want to talk to these people. You can't because they don't speak English or French.
I get what you're saying.
You're just like, hey, can you help me with this? Ebi Bombay. What do you do?
Ibambe! You know, it's like, what the fuck's going on? You see, I'm going out the fourth, Ibambe. It's going out the fourth and shit. But like, he's just making such bonehead shit. It's so funny. But yeah, so Quebec elections in full swing. I think it's always interesting to hear about it. Also, not election related, but Quebec related. Lisa Laflamme.
She's covering the
City News. Yeah. She's a part of the City News now, so they picked her up, and
it's so fun. I saw it actually.
It's weird.
It's in the news that she was like instantly hired.
Yeah,
like, she got fired. Like, hey, we'll take you.
Yeah, of course, because she's one of the best. So like,
I still don't understand why they fired her. It's so strange.
They fired her. I did do another 5 minutes of research.
Did a deep dive of 5 minutes.
Deep dive, yeah. Deep dive 5 minutes until I got bored. And basically, from what I've heard, they didn't release any public statement. Basically, what they said is that the Bell had said their official statement was they want to take the news in a different direction. This is what they said. It wasn't related to her sex, and the fact that she decided to make her hair gray and not put dye in it like she used to.
Stop you right there.
Yeah.
She did not decide to have her hair gray, Jamal. Well, it happens with age.
Yeah, but she decided to no longer dye it, basically.
She looks fine, though.
Yeah, she looks great. She looks really good. So
it looks good on some people.
This is what they said. From what they've heard, there's some guys who've left CTV News for whatever reasons or whatever. They have said that when he was there, he said, I had the great pleasure to work with Lisa Laflamme. He said she was very aggressive in the sense that if there was anything that Bell said, oh, Lisa, could you say it like that? If she felt like it would affect the news, the broadcast, or whatever, she would deny it. She was like,
so she had integrity. And believed in like freedom of the press,
exactly,
and not being a mouthpiece for the fucking media corporation.
So that's basically this is the speculation of why.
No, that's exactly why. That's exactly.
But this is what I read. Again, 5 minutes in. So the article is long. I didn't read it.
This is why no one fucking listens to the news or watches the news or reads the news.
Yeah,
because it's all just funneled into bullshit.
So there you go. So
you know what really grinds my gears, Jamal?
Okay,
you know what? You know what yanks my chain? You know what fiddles with my balls?
No, I don't know.
You know what really cuts my cock?
Oh God. Okay.
You know what folds my laundry?
What? Women.
Anyways, this really pisses me off. Things like that.
Yeah. So there you go.
That's just disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. But speaking in the line of politics, the Conservatives of Canada have a new leader. His name is Pierre something. I forgot his last name already. And this guy now, I will go on record to say I'm a very big Trudeau fan. I voted Liberal basically almost all my life at this point in terms of federal elections. I voted for Trudeau last time, the time before that, I basically voted for Trudeau 3 times in a row. Trudeau has defeated Andrew Scheer, Eric O'Toole, and now there's new guys coming in, right? And I forgot who he beat last time when he took over from the Conservatives after Harper had left. This guy ain't no fucking joke. Homeboy's coming in swinging.
Whoa.
He won. To give you the gratitude of how he won, there's a guy from Quebec who was a part of the nominees, right? He's from here. He only won 2 ridings. He won the rest of 330, this guy, Pierre. He kicked his ass. He won by 67%. The next guy had 12. Wow. So he is very, very, deciding. The guy who won over 50% was Stephen Harper. And I love Stephen Harper. So he is coming with...
You love Stephen... Weren't you, 10 when he was Prime Minister?
Yeah, but I think he was... I love listening to politics. One thing you should know about me, I love politics.
Really?
I
never thought of
I missed the debate because...
So when are you running for mayor?
I wish one day. Well, honestly, I would do it if I didn't have to go to school.
Mayor Jamal Montgomery Milligan.
That's not my middle name.
It could be. If you were mayor.
but yeah, so Trudeau defeated Scheer, and I think that was a pretty tough one. O'Toole was a joke. I don't know why the fuck he was there in the first place. But this guy, Trudeau, better be fucking careful. This guy ain't no fucking joke. This guy came in and he was when he was speaking some facts. I was like, I got to the point where just listening to him talk, I went from I'm voting for liberals next year to let me see what he has to say. Like I was like that already on the fence. Like this guy is a fucking good talker, and what I really liked about him was that he seems sincere. For the first time ever, the person I like Trudeau, if he loses, he should go into acting. He's an amazing actor. Very well done.
Well, the pictures of him with a beard, he looks like fucking Metro Man from Megamind.
Yeah, but he's a good actor. I think he's a really good actor. I think some things I think he actually is sincere, but because a lot of people go, oh, but Trudeau gets nothing done. You gotta understand, anyone who has a minority government, for anyone who wants to know why your country isn't doing anything, America, I'm looking at you. When you have a minority government, well, of course, in America, Biden technically has majority, technically by like a couple of seats, and when I mean a couple, I mean like 2 or 3. When you have a minority government, nothing gets done because you don't have majority of the power, right? When I have a minority government, for those who don't know, in Canada, you need to have a certain amount of seats. I think in Canada it's 150 or 132, I think is one of the numbers. If you don't have that, you have a minority government. That means that you have the most seats out of all the other parties, but not enough to have majority. Therefore, anything that happens, unless you team up, which he's done with the NDP a couple of times, you're never going to get anything done because you don't have enough seats. So nothing gets done. So Trudeau's like, I want this law. And the opponent will go, fuck you. And then Trudeau goes,
well, can't do anything.
Well, I can't do it. So everyone goes, oh, it's Trudeau's fault. No, he doesn't have majority. Therefore, nothing gets done. Therefore, you're an idiot. So I get what everyone's saying, oh, get rid of Trudeau. But if he gets conservative and gets minority government, guess what? Nothing changes. So we're going to see. But anyways, Pierre Poilievre, his name is Poilievre. Just kidding me. Pierre Poilievre, fucking Trudeau, watch your ass. He's coming for you. It's going to be very interesting in the office. But yes.
Politics corner over?
Politics corner is over, yes.
Okay. Let's get into some scary ass news, okay?
Oh, shit.
So, a few months ago, a couple gave birth to a lovely baby girl. Mm-hmm. But over weeks, she's got a lump on her neck.
Okay, cancer?
They thought it might have been cancerous or something.
Cancer.
They took her to the doctor.
Okay.
And they said they don't know what it is. They gave her some cream.
Okay.
They applied the cream and all that. Nothing changed. It got worse. It got bigger.
Okay.
But it started protruding like a big zit.
Oh, shit.
So, like, what the fuck is this? Should we touch it or take it to the doctor? They examine it. It's like, don't know what it is. We're going to monitor it. They did what they do regularly for, like, things that are growing on your body. They circle it.
Yeah.
And then they see if it grows to see, like, what the treatments are working or not.
Yeah.
Kept growing, kept pushing and all that. And finally, they're like, what do we do? We're like, okay, we're going to put her... Because they don't want to put scans on a baby, right? Because it's harmful, all the rays and all that.
Yeah.
So what they ended up doing is like we just have to kind of wait a bit, see what it turns out to be. And one day, popped open, and it was protruding from her neck. Took her to the doctor. Like, we don't know what this is, just sticking out of her neck. And the doctor's like, I'm gonna pull on it. We'll see what happens. They pulled on it. You know what came out, Jamal?
Like another kid?
A fucking feather.
A feather?
A feather.
So all
like
that
out of
for
a pillow.
Feather?
Yeah. The doctors assume what happened was when she was like very, very young.
Yeah.
Because like she's like 4 months old.
Yeah.
When she was like first born or something, they brought her home. She ate a feather. It got caught in her throat.
Oh.
And because she's so small and like young, her flesh was like soft enough to like it was trying to adjust to it.
Okay.
So the body pushed it out.
Wow. I mean,
over time.
Crazy how our bodies can do shit like that, man. It's
so
wild.
she had like a small surgery to repair like the hole, because it's essentially a hole in her throat into the side of her neck.
Wow.
And
okay.
Insane.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Very interesting. Wow. That's nice. A very interesting story.
But you get a kid and it's defective. And then turn out your kid's so badass it kicks out of like
that's pretty cool. Honestly,
a foreign object from its body.
If you ever had a kid, Pat, right? You ever had a kid, and the kid had some sort of disease, like I don't know.
Put it down. Scratch that. We'll try again. You know.
Okay, so it's not only me. I'm sorry.
Because
if my kid had like, listen, we're all God's children, but if my kid has autism, I'm killing it. I'm going like, listen. For what? It's not gonna reproduce.
How did it die? Well, it's autistic. Forgot how to breathe.
Yeah, it's not gonna reproduce. Why keep it? What's wrong with it? All these people who go through all this like, oh, but I love him. No, but he's gonna fucking. He's never gonna reproduce. No one's ever gonna fucking fuck this.
It's like kids are already demanding enough.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. That's my hot take.
Be nice. Give them the big sleep early.
Also, well, not scary news, but I think it's very interesting news. Ukraine, back to Russia and Ukraine.
After all these weeks.
They actually took over. They're almost back at, like, they almost have everything that they lost from Russia, which is crazy. Russian soldiers have been leaving in groves back to Russia. The morale has dropped tremendously. People are rioting. They want Putin to resign. It's really bad in Russia right now. Basically, Ukraine is just killing it. I think there's no other way to put it. They're just doing a really good job. USA has been giving them tons of weapons, tons of intel. They've been telling them where to attack, when to attack, how to attack. They've been training their soldiers. USA basically this is pumping Ukraine with steroids. They're like, here, just go, go, go. And they've been doing it. They've been winning. They've been liberating areas that were under Russian rule. And basically, they think I have like another 2 or 3 more areas to take care of. And Ukraine will basically have everything that they lost since the beginning. And what they're saying is Russia is in a critical state right now in terms of what do you call it? All the other countries have been doing like the taxations on it and they've been imposing all these types of shit like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. We're not getting stuff from you.
They're just in utter turmoil.
It's shit. Like they're fucked. So it's like a lot of people want Putin to step down. I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
That doesn't work.
So basically, Ukraine doing a hell of a fucking job fighting back.
As always, I have a different viewpoint. I feel bad for them.
For Russia?
Yeah.
I mean,
decades upon decades of we will be great again.
Yeah.
They were like a big, massive superpower.
Yeah.
Like before
and
and during World War II. After that,
Ukraine.
after that, it's been downhill. And then finally, Putin's like, we will make Mother Russia great again.
And then they lost to Ukraine.
And then the people aren't even behind him.
Yeah, well,
all he wants is their success.
Well, it's the same thing with the PQ.
But this is why like a world war could never happen again because the internet.
We don't care.
Everyone talks to everyone.
Yeah.
And no one wants anyone to be hurt or anything.
Exactly, it's that. But it's like I look at what we have here in Quebec with the whole sovereign thing. People want to separate from Quebec. This is why the PQ can't fucking get votes. No one fucking cares anymore. Like, no, I don't want to be separated from Canada anymore. Fuck you. Yeah. That's why if they lose the election this year, they actually might no longer be a party, which is so funny.
That's very interesting. You bring it home, make it more personal, right? In like your way of thinking. This just makes me think of like the world uniting as one, like they always do in science fiction.
This is great.
And then they get to focus on outworlding problems.
That'd be good. Yeah,
it'd be incredible. You think I could one step closer to that? Because if you can't start wars because everyone's like don't hurt each other, then you obviously have to band together and actually become more equal in unison.
We should do
and then we can actually have space stuff.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god. The world of Star Trek is coming.
It's coming, man.
Not J.J. Abrams' Star Trek.
No,
that's Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Morbius is topping the charts on Netflix as Sony's deal with Netflix stays strong. Did you know that? Okay. Did you know Netflix has a deal with Sony, and that's why all the Sony stuff is on Netflix?
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know they had that.
They're just trying to pump it as much as they can.
Well, they have stuff, so they stream it on Netflix because they made a deal.
Well, they're just trying to. Morbius in question is trying to get whatever money they can out of that dead poor horse.
It's topping charts on Netflix. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's still shit. I watched
Everyone's curious. Like, is it really that bad?
It's terrible. It's bad.
Yeah.
But related to the Russian-Ukraine thing, NHL 2023 is coming out. And most of the time in these games, you always have the American NHL teams, and then you have the international teams. This year, Russia will not be a part of that. They actually removed the whole Russian
I love when media gets political when it doesn't need to.
Yeah, I find it so interesting. I'm like, okay. Like, they're not going to
pull... Russia!
They're not going to pull out the character, like the main character from the NHL, like Alexander Ovechkin, Alexander Romanov, all these Russian players who play for the NHL, they're not going to touch. But the Russian team, nah, bye. So I found that very interesting, read about that. And this will be like rapid fire. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC maps Wave 3 is coming soon. The last 2 waves, it's funny. I talked to a friend of mine who's really into Nintendo and has a very harsh view of Nintendo. We were discussing the maps that have been coming out, and he has a very different view compared to mine. I think it's nice that they're adding another 48 tracks to the game, which is basically you start off with 48, so they're basically giving you another 48.
So they're basically giving you a new game.
A new game. What they're doing though, how they're doing is because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, right? Let's just real quick back up. Mario Kart as a franchise has gone through an evolution. We've gone from Mario Kart, just regular, base kart, base character. The only thing that differentiated was heavier character, faster speed, lighter character, faster acceleration. That was it. Double Dash is like the odd one at the bunch because it was the only game where you had 2 characters, which was really strange. Mm-hmm. And every character had like their own like unique ability. Like Mario was a fireball. Yoshi had like an egg that you can throw. Like every character was different. Then they went back to Mario Kart Wii. That's when they added bikes and tricks, right, that you can do. So every character could do a trick, and they had a bike. Then Mario Kart DS came out. That's when you had different characters, different karts. Then they had Mario Kart 7, which added the paragliding, so you can fly through the air. And in Mario Kart 8, they added underwater, right? I'm sorry, at this point, you can't add any more to a fucking racing game. You've done enough. Anti-gravity, you're flying, you're underground. What else do you fucking want? Everyone's like, Mario Kart 9, what can they do? So what can they fucking do?
It's
a racing game, guys. You can't do so much.
It's like, who was it? Someone suggested, it was Justin, right? He was like, we should buy Call of Duty, and I'm like, why the fuck? Why?
You can't
we
add
played,
anywhere else.
In its heyday, we played it back to back for 3 years, right?
Yes.
With each game that came out, and then at the end, we're like, it's the same thing.
It's the same game.
And then it started degrading. So
yes,
like, why would we buy this?
So honestly,
if they keep going, it's going to just degrade from there. So
I'd rather they add new maps. Because what they do, they're making some new maps. Mm-hmm. There's like one original every 8 court. They're doing the packs of 8, right? There's one original 8 court. There's always like one original, and then we're bringing some from the older games. But these are player demanded tracks. Like, oh, I love this track. Bring it back. Great. That's awesome. And sometimes, for example, they had some N64 tracks, Nintendo 64 tracks that they brought back, and they actually upgraded it. Like they changed how it looked.
Like when they did Nuketown. 3 fucking times.
Exactly. So it's like, but they actually upgraded and they changed how the course looked, and I thought that's really well done. I enjoyed that. Yeah. So I don't know. For me, I don't like the fact that they're like, oh, Mario Kart 9. I actually prefer. I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as the game by itself is good, and this adding new tracks is a good money grab for Nintendo, and I think it gives the players a new experience. Having another 48 tracks is impressive.
That's incredible.
To the point where you can almost add every course from every game. They're not going to do that because some of the courses sucked. But regardless, they're going to add some courses. I think that's really well done. The last one that came out was one course that's brand new out of the gate. Sorry, it's not. It's from the game that they made on the phone, which is so bullshit. It's called Mario Kart Tour. It's just around the world. Like I think this one's Snowy Mountain, so it's North Pole. And they added one for the Nintendo DS, which is my favorite Nintendo game. So, so there's that. I think that's really good. New Assassin's Creed comes out, Mirage, which is...
Egypt? I don't know.
I don't know where the fuck it is anymore at this point. There's just too many fucking games. They should have stopped. But anyway, so it's for those who are watching this episode should come out around this week. October 10th, Ubisoft is letting anyone who wants to play the game for free, they can play it for that week. So just...
Are the numbers that bad?
Listen, dude.
That sounds desperate.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, at this point, and for good reason. Ever since Unity, I haven't really liked it.
I think there should be a law for every game franchise. It cannot exceed 5 games.
Yeah, I think so. Because honestly, if I think about it, Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3, Brotherhood, Black Flag, and I'll Be Nice, Revolutions, because the game's like a very small game. Yeah. Those were great. After that, stop.
At this point, I just avoid Ubisoft altogether. If I see it's Ubisoft, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
You don't like them that much?
Yeah. Everything they touch, in the last decade or so, it's just horrible.
Okay.
I was playing Far Cry 4. It's ass.
Yeah. No, I mean it's like I said, they are I like Assassin's Creed. I like the franchise, but I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
And they're finally doing a pirate game. It's literally just reskinned Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. No, basically, so. I don't know, I'm an Ubisoft fanboy, so I can't diss on them too hard, but I mean, I do understand where you're coming from. I haven't played Far Cry, so I haven't.
You never played it?
No.
Play 3 and that's it. Or
that's
2. I've heard 2 is really good, though.
Really good.
So like play 2 and 3 and you're set.
The other game that we forgot to talk about that came out.
The game came out?
Overwatch 2.
I haven't heard anything about that.
Me too. And I forgot about it, and I saw like a clip about it because the new heroes being added to the game.
Oh, the they character.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's why they're like, ooh, crazy. I don't know. Like I said, Blizzard Entertainment has died ever since Activision took over. And the fact that they made Overwatch 2 when Overwatch 1 was doing perfectly fine, the numbers weren't dropping. In fact, they were steady. And they said, well, we're going to make another game anyways. And they did. And the game's awful. So, I don't know what the fuck they did. I think they're just bored at this point. They're just
it's just for more money. Because if everyone already owns the game, you have like even if the casual is steady, if you release a sequel and then everyone moves to that, that's why COD comes out every year. So
I mean, honestly, what I heard, not a lot of people have been jumping on it, as you can tell. Honestly, the numbers have not done as well as Overwatch 1. That is for certain. So
Overwatch 1 was lightning in a bottle.
Oh yeah, 100%. It was
that set the standard of like a class. Like having different classes and all that.
Well,
Battlefield was doing it, but not to like that extent.
I think they really set the scale. I think they really took like what CS:GO was doing and like Rainbow Six Siege, and just kind of added on to that and made it a bit more free for all and kind of like not free for all since like everyone's against each other, but like anyone can pick it up. You know, it was a very simple game. It's
kind of similar to like Fortnite in that.
Exactly, because like when I look at Rainbow Six, I look at CS:GO. You have to be really good at that game to be like to have fun on that game. While compared to Overwatch and Fortnite, where you can just hop on and go crazy. You know, so I think they did a really good job in that sense. They really captured a very particular audience, and they kind of expanded on that. Anyone who was like on the fence of trying a shooter game played Overwatch, for sure. You know, and anyone who liked Overwatch or liked CS:GO and Fortnite or Rainbow Six, and they weren't like super good about the game, they definitely went to Fortnite. Like us, we went to Overwatch. I did it for a fact. Like I think that Overwatch was the next shooter I bought after Black Ops 2 that I played.
Is it that old?
Time. Overwatch 1 is an old game. Overwatch, let's see what time.
It's gotta be like, what, 2013? 2012?
2013, 2012, I want to say is when Overwatch came out because
that was a decade ago.
It's been a while, and
we're getting sold.
for as long as they did, they did a really good job. Honestly, release date.
Yeah, I can't even play a.
2016, not too bad.
2016.
Okay. 2016.
That's not that long, actually.
Yeah. So I mean, I still think they did a really good job with that game, but it broke a lot of records. Overwatch 2 just didn't do as well as it did. You know.
I haven't seen any YouTubers playing it or anything.
That's what I'm saying. So, yeah. That's what it is. But I have a little game for you.
A game?
A little game.
I like games.
You like games? So, amid the Queen's death, there's been a lot of rumors and funny memes. You've probably seen it once or twice.
I've seen a few memes.
Of who should be on the money.
On the money? What does that mean?
So the Queen Elizabeth has been on the $20 bill since.
On the money.
Right?
Okay.
So now they want
literally on the money.
On the money. So now there've been memes around I've seen of like Trailer Park Boys, of all their characters, like Bubba being like the 20. So what I want to know, off the top of your head, any actor, singer, fictional or real, dead or alive, who would you want on each of the Canadian bills? We're going to start with the
Canadians,
bill.
Obviously.
Yeah, I guess Canadians would probably be the best one. So on the $5 bill, who would you want on the $5 bill?
$5 bill.
Who do you think would be a good $5 bill candidate?
It's a tough question. There's somebody. John Candy.
Okay, I like that one.
I like John Candy.
Okay, so then John Candy the 5. Who would be on the 10?
Can I give you my reasoning for the 5?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, so John Candy is the 5. You know why?
Why?
Because kids love John Candy. He was a family name and all that.
Yeah.
Kids love him, and who gets $5 bills all the time? Kids to buy lunch at school.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless I feel like kids these days at school have debit cards.
They do. So.
I fucking hate the future.
So $5 bill. Okay. $10 bill.
$10 bill. That's a little higher. Geddy Lee of Rush.
Okay.
Because Canadian treasure. I almost said American treasure.
That's funny. Yeah.
Canadian treasure.
Yeah.
And he's still humble because you don't want him too high, but he's a rock star.
Yeah. So that's pretty good.
Incredible bass player, pianist, musical composer.
Very good.
You haven't heard Rush? Listen to Rush.
I have. $20 bill.
$20 bill. That's higher. Fuck. Oh my god. Someone flashy. Someone more flash. Star Trek. What's his name?
You mean Kirk?
Yeah. What is the actor's name?
Oh shit, I don't remember his name.
I feel like if I don't know his name, I can't pick him.
Kirk. William Shatner.
Yeah, William Shatner, because he's got like that kind of attitude and all that.
Yeah.
I think he'd be very fitting for a $20 bill.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Okay. $50. $50.
Oh my god. How much money is there? Oh my.
50 and 100 is too much. We're looking for that.
Oh, I had to look it up. I had to look it up because I don't know that many people.
Okay.
There's a lot of. Jesus Christ, we got a lot of good people here.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh god. Whew. Okay, so take William Shatner off.
Okay.
We're going Keanu Reeves.
Oh, that'd be great.
I forgot he was Canadian.
That actually would be great. I love that.
Oh, Keanu is great. He's a charitable person, very humble. We know him. We love him. He's going on the $20 bill for Canada. Let's go.
Yeah. The $50?
$50 bill. We're giving it to Jim Carrey, just so he'll lighten up.
All right, that's fair.
I'm so sad about Jim Carrey these days.
Yeah, no.
Everyone loves him, and he just like got really sad. With his age.
I don't know. All right, and who would you put on the 100?
100.
Who's on the big hundo?
You know what? Fuck. We haven't had any women. So who's a horrible woman I could put up there? Let's put Elliot Page. No, I'm kidding.
God, no. Please.
He, she, it doesn't deserve it. Never mind.
No.
There's good Canadian women, but I don't think they should be on the $100 bill. For the meme, Chad Kroger.
I would either say Ryan Reynolds.
I thought about it.
Yeah. You know, like Ryan Reynolds, like Terry Fox.
Give it to Tara.
Yeah.
Fucking let's go, Tara! Oh, I still can't believe it. How many kilometers did he run on one leg?
That's fucking incredible.
So when your ass can't even walk to work, just think about how Terry Fox ran 2/3 across Canada.
You know what though? If you're like that, you probably don't have $100 bill, so you'll never know. You never see Terry on there.
True. Put Terry on there. Yeah. Every year he raises so much money for cancer research, even though they already found the cure. They're just not giving it to us.
Yeah, exactly.
But still, it's great. It gets kids out of class.
But yeah, so
get to walk around the school. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's great. So then there you go. So that's my little game about the Bills and Queen dead. So stay tuned.
Ding Queen is dead.
So stay tuned. The special's coming.
The special is coming.
It's coming. Don't worry.
I swear to God.
It's coming.
It is coming.
Okay.
One way
we're
or another.
gonna be a little bit late, but you know what though? Sometimes you have to let it simmer.
Greatness takes time.
You have to let it marinate. Let it really get nice and juicy.
Exactly. Just like my balls when you pull on them. Why are you quiet? What happened? Did I?
We want to talk about that or no?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I have a condition.
Okay. Well. Anyways, this will conclude this week of Flabbergasted by Audacity. I'm Jamal.
I was Patrick.
And we will see you guys
next time on the special.
On the special. Yay!
The decision rests with you.